to another video on my channel. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're doing all well, inshallah. So it's a preview for the quarterfinals of CHAN 2022. Algeria haven't even conceded a goal yet at this competition. We'll be taking on Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast in the quarterfinals of CHAN 2022. Once again at the brand new Nelson Mandela Stadium in Baraki. And this is going to be for sure our toughest test. Yeah, all three group games, of course, we won them. 9 points out of a possible 9. All 1-0 victories. Of course, in that final group game, Majid Bulgaria literally rested the whole squad apart from the goalkeeper. So they should be fit and fresh for this quarter-final. Whereas Ivory Coast had to win their last game. Can you believe Ivory Coast, after their first two group games, they only had 1 point. They had to win their last group game, which they did, which got them from bottom of the group to second place on the final day. And crucially, that game they won was also at the Nelson Mandela Stadium. So they've got experience of playing in Baraki under their belt as well. Algeria will find it tough. I'll be honest, we're going to have to play better than we have in this tournament so far if we're going to get past them. I don't think the performance against Libya and Ethiopia would necessarily be enough to beat off this Ivory Coast team. Of course, it can go to extra time and penalties now if scores remain level after 90 minutes. But it's going to be an interesting encounter. Once again, the game has sold out. The game's on Friday, but it's not in the evening. It's in the afternoon, around about 4 o'clock English time, 5 o'clock time in Algeria. And we know the weather has taken a turn in recent days. It's been snowing, it's been windy, it's been raining, not as warm as when the tournament kicked off. So those conditions might affect it. Bulgaria has to revert to the squad that was playing the first two games. Yes, Alexis Genduz keeps his place in goal. The captain for the first two games, Ayub Abdullawi, he is an injury doubt. Whether or not he makes it in time remains to be seen. He wasn't even on the bench for the final game against Mozambique. Of course, he was captain and he was crucial. I want to see those fullbacks come into the side, Belkatir and Lawafi. I'm sure Mrazig and Kandusi hopefully going to come back into that middle alongside Draoui, with Mazien and Mahios in that attack. I don't know who the final attacker is going to be. Could he go for the Henry up? Don't know. But for me, Mahios and Mazien are the key. Ivory Coast have got bags of pace in their team. That's what we need to be careful about, particularly on the counter-attack. You expect with us being the home team, dominate the ball, dominate possession. But Ivory Coast on the counter, they do look very, very dangerous. And they made it out as second-placed team in Group B. And, of course, they've only lost one game out of their 3 in this tournament so far. The winner of this game advances to the semi-finals. Of course, Algeria, if they win this, their semi-final will actually be in Oran, in the Miloud Hadefi Stadium. So they'll have to travel westwards if they were to win this game. Of course, the same scenario for Ivory Coast if they were to win this game. So yeah, that's the first quarter-final. And then, of course, there's 3 other quarter-finals. Ghana are going to take on Niger. Cameroon are out in the group stage. I was very shocked about that. I thought Cameroon played very well in the first game against Congo. That was Niger's main national team, which are going to play Algeria's main national team with Belmadi twice in March in the AFCON qualifier. So that's not going to be an easy game, perhaps. But great achievement for Niger. They're going to play Ghana in that quarter-final game. Of course, the winner of that game will play the winner of Algeria, Ivory Coast. You could, if you're a betting man, say you look at an Algeria-Ghana semi-final potentially if things shape up as they should do. And in the other half of the draw, you've got, of course, Morocco lost 3 out of 3. They were given 0 points, -9 goal difference because 3-0 losses. Sudan, very disappointed. I expected more from them in this competition. They just finished on 3 points. Madagascar advancing from that group very, very strongly indeed. They have been looking fantastic. 9 points out of 9 for Madagascar. Remember that AFCON when Algeria won it, Madagascar got to the quarterfinals. Another quarterfinal appearance for them at this competition at CHAN. So congratulations to the Madagascar side. So they're in the quarterfinals. They're going to take on Mozambique, who advanced from Algeria's group, of course. That bit of a violent encounter in that final group game. So, of course, Mozambique advancing from Algeria's group. They're going to play Madagascar. And Senegal, of course, the AFCON champions, have gone through as Group B winners. And in the quarterfinals, they're going to be playing against Mauritania. So we could end up, if things go the way you might expect them to go, if Senegal have Mauritania and then Mozambique or Madagascar en route to a final, I'm putting Senegal in the final. And if Algeria can get past Ivory Coast and Ghana, could be an Algeria-Senegal final, and we know how those usually end up, don't we? With Mr. Bounedjah with a cheeky fluke over the top. So yeah, so looking forward to the game. I think this could go to extra time or penalties, but I do see Algeria with that 12th man with that crowd, getting them over the line. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below for this quarterfinal game. Friday, 4 o'clock in the UK, 5 o'clock Algerian time. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.